Welcome again to yet another episode of Page 3 here at News 9. I'm Sakshi Singh Litoria and I will not take much of your time. Let's head straight towards our first segment, which is Nostalgia Nuggets. Today we will be telling you the story of that infamous fallout between Lata Mangeshkar and Raj Kapoor. Lata Mangeshkar, one of Indian cinema's most iconic voices, shared a long and complex professional association with filmmaker Raj Kapoor. Their collaboration began in the year of 1948 and continued throughout his career, but their relationship had its fair share of conflicts. One of the most notable disagreements stemmed from Raj Kapoor's decision to replace Lata's brother Hridaynath Mangeshkar as the music composer from Satyam Shivam Sundaram without even informing her. According to Raj Kapoor's daughter, Ritu Nanda, in her book Raj Kapoor, the One and Only Showman, the filmmaker was initially keen on having Hridaynath Mangeshkar compose the music's film. Mukesh, a close associate of Raj Kapoor, had also suggested his name, and Lata Mangeshkar managed to persuade her brother to take up the project despite his reluctance. However, while she was away on a tour in the US, she discovered that Raj Kapoor had hired Lakshmikant Pyarelal instead without consulting her. Feeling betrayed, Lata Mangeshkar confronted Raj Kapoor upon her return, expressing her disappointment with the same. The incident created a rift between the two, with Lata demanding royalties for her future songs, a practice that she had already been doing and in fact started with other producers. She also began delaying the recordings for Raj Kapoor's films, further straining their bond. The disagreement escalated until poet and lyricist Pandit Narendra Sharma, whom Lata Mangeshkar regarded as a mentor, intervened in the matter. He persuaded her to lend her voice to Satyam Shivam Sundaram, arguing that no other singer could do justice to the compositions. However, Lata Mangeshkar imposed strict conditions. She would not communicate with anyone in the studio and even insisted that Raj Kapoor should stay away from her recording sessions. Recalling a conversation with Raj Kapoor, Lata Mangeshkar once mentioned that when she informed him about the Singers Association's decision to seek royalties directly from the producers, he dismissed the idea, saying, and I'm going to quote Raj Kapoor here, that I am here to do business, not to distribute royalties. In response to which, she sarcastically remarked, and I'm going to quote Lata ji here, "You are here for business, and have I come to visit the zoo?" Despite the tension, Raj Kapoor was determined to mend their relationship. He even requested Lakshmikant Pyarelal to mediate in the matter, but Lata Mangeshkar remained firm in her stance. Eventually, he took a more dramatic approach, calling her directly and saying, "If you refuse to sing for my film, I will set up a tent outside your house." Over the time, the two reconciled and Lata Mangeshkar continued to lend her voice to Raj Kapoor's film, including Bobby and several others that followed. Their collaboration endured, leaving behind an unforgettable music legacy. In our second segment, Popcorn Pick of the Week, we are suggesting you to watch Netflix's Adolescence, something which I recommend as must watch. Adolescence is more than just a compelling Netflix miniseries. It's an unsettling reflection on modern parenting and the silent struggles of teenagers. Told across 4 intense single-shot episodes, the show delves into the emotional turmoil of a 13-year-old boy whose life takes a tragic turn. Rather than focusing on toxic masculinity or misogyny, as some might have claimed, the series highlights the far more pressing issue of how social media pressures and isolates young minds. James Miller, played by first-time actor Owen Cooper, is an ordinary teenager until he is arrested for the murder of a classmate. His father, Eddie Miller, portrayed by the brilliant Stephen Graham, is left shattered, searching for answers. Graham's raw and deeply emotional performance makes his pain almost unbearable to watch through screens. Unlike many crime dramas where parents fight to prove their child's innocence, Eddie does not try to defend James in this one. Instead, he is consumed with self-doubt, asking himself where he went wrong. Cooper delivers an astonishing debut performance, making James's emotional turmoil feel painfully real. Every gesture, every expression, and every pause in his dialogue adds to the uncertainty. Was this an act of malice or the result of prolonged online bullying? The fact that each episode is filmed in a single take makes this performance even more remarkable, drawing viewers into the overwhelming chaos of his world. While the murder is solved early on, Adolescence isn't about uncovering the truth, it's about the aftermath. Ashley Walters, playing the lead investigator in the series, brings a rare sensitivity to his role, treating James not just as an accused criminal, but as a troubled child. His approach underscores the show's core message: behind every tragic event is a young person struggling to cope. The series brings to mind Defending Jacob, another gripping drama about a father dealing with the possibility of his son's guilt. But the key difference is that Eddie Miller is not trying to protect James from the world. He is grappling with the realization that he may not have truly understood his son. In one particularly devastating scene in the series, he confessed to his wife, and let me quote the dialogue here: "I gave him the computer when he asked. Then work got busy. Maybe I did not give him the time he needed." Adolescence is a must-watch, not just for its brilliant performances, but for the difficult questions it forces parents to ask themselves. Are we truly paying attention to our children? Do we understand the weight of their struggles? Teenagers may not always voice their pain, but that does not mean they are not fighting battles in silence. This series serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the biggest danger is not what's outside, it's what goes unnoticed within the walls of our own homes. Time for our next segment, Entertainment Wrap of the Week. Time to bring you the biggest of the headlines from the entertainment world. Veer Das, to debut as an author, prepares to share his journey in his upcoming memoir, The Outsider. Trouble mounts for Kim So-hyun after giving clarification in an emotional press conference. Late actress Suli's family demand answers about her bold scenes from movie Real. After facing severe backlash for over a month, Ranveer Alabadia is back with a new YouTube podcast, sharing how a tough challenge revealed who was real and who was fake in his life. Val Kilmer, the Top Gun star, passed away at 65 in Los Angeles due to pneumonia after a long battle with throat cancer. Fawad Khan is making his Bollywood comeback with the movie Abir Gulal. It also stars Vani Kapoor in the lead. After years of speculation about the franchise's future, John Wick 5 is officially moving forward at Lionsgate. Keanu Reeves and director Chad Stahelski are both back for the feature. New version of Hell to Emperor to be out soon with 24 cuts of up to 2 minutes 8 seconds long in duration. Decision was taken post a massive controversy over the alleged wrong depiction of 2002 Gujarat riots in the film. Salman Khan's Sikandar faced piracy attack on the first day of release. Producers took down more than 600 links. Actor Jean-Claude Van Damme has been accused of engaging in sexual acts with 5 trafficked Romanian women, allegedly aware of their situation. Reports suggest multiple criminal charges have been filed against him in Romania. Sunny Deol criticizes Bollywood filmmakers in a recent interview for lacking passion and conviction, stating, "The South has learned from us and moved ahead." And for the crispy chats this week, we are bringing you the conversation with ace actor Ashish Vidyarthi. He has dubbed, in fact, has given his voice for the character Doom for Marvel's Audible series. Take a look at what actors said to Page 3 here at News 9. Hi everyone, speaking to this episode of Page 3 on News 9 is none other than veteran and everybody's favorite, although we have seen him as villain most of the time, but we still love him, Ashish Vidyarthi. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation here. Like I've already said, sir, villain का किरदार हमने आपको बहुत बार निभाते हुए देखा है. This time we'll be hearing you as Dr. Doom. So tell us more about him.
So, स्वागत है आप सबका. नमस्कार. Thank you so much actually. Yes. Exciting. Wastelanders is एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट जहां पर हम लोग पूरी कहानी आपके सामने एक दृश्य, पूरी एक बड़ी सी कहानी कहेंगे सिर्फ आवाज के थ्रू, और आप आंख मूंद कर उस चीज को देख पाएंगे। और यही खासियत है हमारे स्क्रिप्ट की, जिस तरीके से हम लोगों ने इसे बनाया है, और बहुत खुश हैं कि इसको इतना सराहा भी जा रहा है। और इससे ज्यादा खुशी और कुछ नहीं हो सकती जब आप सडनली पाते हैं कि 350 से ज्यादा फिल्मों करने के बाद सडनली बिना दिखे इतना जादू हो सकता है। वाह!
And it's a very fresh concept of entertainment or storytelling for that matter, Ashish ji. When you first got the opportunity, but I know for a fact that this is not your first time storytelling through only your voice, because you have done multiple dubbing projects in the past too. How is this one different? And when you got this, what were the initial thoughts that popped up in your mind?
So, very, very interesting kind of. I love new things. And new things are offered to me, and when they offered this, I said, "Yeah, इसमें मजा आएगा." That Wastelanders को अगर आप normally देखेंगे तो आप लोग कुछ नामचीन लोगों के बारे में आप देखेंगे, ये नाम है, which is amazing. The kind of cast that we got together for this thing, amazing. पर इसमें जो जादू हुआ है वो जो background create किया गया है. When that universe which is created, जहाँ पे आप background sound, आप वो क्राउड को सुनेंगे, आप साउंडस्केप को सुनेंगे, पत्थरों को गिरते सुनेंगे, एक मिसाइल्स को जाते सुनेंगे, आप हफ्ते हुए लोग, इट इज अमेजिंग. जो टेक्निकली जितनी मेहनत गई है इसमें, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता हूँ क्या. और उसके बीच में जब अपनी आवाज से अभिनय करने का मौका मुझे मिला, इतना मजा, I felt so well supported, and I'm extremely grateful to Mantramugdh, who was there throughout my recording. जब मैं उनसे सवाल पूछता था, and he used to tell me about not just about me, but about दूसरे characters जिनके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ, जिनसे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. Imagine, I'm in a recording studio all by myself, सिर्फ माइक्रोफोन है, मंत्रमुग्ध है, और मैं उन लाइंस को पढ़ रहा हूँ और किसी और से बात कर रहा हूँ जो है नहीं सामने. So as an actor, वो एक अलग लेवल पर एक कमिटमेंट है कि आप कुछ ऐसी सचमुच क्रिएट करें जहां पर एक आपको विस्पर लगे, और जब दर्द की बात हो आपको करहा दिखे, आपको ऐसे पत्थर गिरते हुए दिखाई दे, अरे बचो, भागो यहाँ से, दूर कोई दिख रहा है, that entire soundscape. So I had a ball. In fact, I just did a scene for you guys.
Now that's so interesting, because while I'm speaking to you, the kind of tones and the pitch that you're maintaining while talking to me, if I just close my eyes and I just speak to you on audio, I will still feel that somebody is narrating a story to me. It's so beautiful. It's interesting.
Do you think I could be doing some acting classes for this?
I don't think so, sir. You are a pro.
Mother, you don't think I should do acting classes? या कर दूं?
You want to teach this? You want to teach this to people?
करूं क्या?
बिल्कुल करो, sir. I would be first entrant. This is amazing. So I really want to understand from you, because like I said, that I'm still feeling as if I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm like listening to an audio story. What do you think is going to be the future? Because Audible has come up with this excellent project of storytelling through just audio. So what do you think is going to be the future of this format?
So I do not know the future of this format. मैं इस प्रेजेंट को जो देख रहा हूँ, इसमें बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग ये दिख रहा है कि लोग बहुत सारी चीजें दूसरे काम करते करते हेडफोन्स लगाकर वो इसको सेवर कर रहे हैं. तो मेरे ख्याल से मैंने देखा है लोगों को अपने एक्सरसाइज करते हुए, दौड़ते हुए, ड्राइव करते हुए, घर में कुछ काम करते हुए वो सुन रहे हैं. So what Audible has managed is to actually let people do multiple things at a time. Ki, you're working and you are listening, and it's a world which is being created. So a lot of that work which has gone in is to actually create a visual which is unique to you. And अगर आप फ्यूचर की बात करें, मेरा एक थॉट है, मैं शेयर करूं अभी आपसे, जब आपने बोला कि फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है. फ्यूचर में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगा कि if Audible, asks people, can you paint कैन यू और उनको कुछ एक ऐसी चीजें दें कि आपको ये जगह कैसी दिखती है, जो आपने सुना आपको कैसी दिखती है, या आपको ये कैरेक्टर कैसा दिखता है, या आपको ये सीन कैसा दिखता है। तो वो वेरिएबल्स दें और लोग सिर्फ ऐड करें और देखें कि उनको ये सीन कैसा दिखा होगा। Where did you think that the rocks fell from इस सीन में? That could be interesting where अब जस्ट इमेजिन करिए आप जैसा सुन रही हैं, आपने एक तरह की कहानी लिखी और बनाई और मैंने कुछ और उसकी अलग अलग अगर फिल्म्स बने कितना मजा आएगा। Could be very interesting.
You'll have
That
infinite
possibly would be
version
the
of
future.
imagination.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Very beautiful. But एक चीज और मैं आपसे समझना चाहती हूँ, क्योंकि if I have asked any filmmaker or actor about the ambient watching in the past, you have said that what Audible has made people is that they can also listen to a story, they can also paint their own picture while listening to something while they are working on something else. So
Yep.
don't you think that's going to be the ambient listening? What are your thoughts about ambient listening?
I mean, yep. See, the point is that I have a feeling like, for example, me, I do multiple things at a time. I actually don't have the time कि 3 घंटे कहीं बैठ के जाओ, नहीं, मेरा टाइम नहीं है। मुझे 36 चीजें करनी है, समझ रहे हैं आप? तो मेरे जैसे लोग के लिए बहुत कमाल की चीज है। अब जस्ट देखिए ना, जब OTT पहले आया था, when things have started happening on demand, where you did not have to reach somewhere and to catch a 3 to 6 and a 6 to 9 or a 9 to 12, तो क्या हुआ? We were catching the films that we wanted to watch when we wanted to watch, because it's on demand, as I say, video on demand. जब हम चाहते हैं तब हम देखेंगे। अब it has taken it a step further. What it does is, you want to listen to a story, सुनना, and it's not just a boring story, उसके बाद ये हुआ, नहीं, an entire vision is created. आपको वहां पे स्टॉर्म भी सुनाई दिखेगा, आप फील करोगे, आपको ठंड भी लगेगी, या बहुत गर्मी, या आप थकान महसूस करोगे, या आपको डर भी लगेगा। वो पूरा सब क्रिएट हो रहा है, आपको आवाजें आ रही हैं, उसके बीच में आप गुजर रहे हैं, and you are where you are. So I think this is amazing, and this requires a high degree of creativity, and I always give a thumbs up when creative people push the envelope to make things believable out of the completely unbelievable.
So what do you enjoy more, playing with your expressions in front of the camera or playing with your voice in terms of forming those expressions through your voice? I know it's like selecting a baby.
Yeah, those actually, I do many things. I mean, today I'm in Vadodara for my stand-up comedy show. It's called Sit Down Ashish. So yesterday I was speaking for Tata Communications in Delhi. That was what I was enjoying. This morning, after coming to Vadodara, I was shooting reels, particular बहुत अच्छा खाने की जगह shoot. I was doing that. तो मैं बहुत क्लियर हूँ कि मैं जो कर रहा होता हूँ, वो चाहे फिल्म शूट कर रहा होता हूँ, एक ब्लॉग बना रहा होता हूँ, स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी कर रहा होता हूँ, या रैप गा रहा होता हूँ। आपने मेरा रैप गाना सुना है क्या?
सर, तानाशाह मैंने सुना है।
तानाशाह ही हो, so happy. तो whatever I do, I love to enjoy that. चाहे वो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकिंग कर रहा हूँ, चाहे व्लॉगिंग कर रहा हूँ, एक्टिंग कर रहा हूँ, या इंटरव्यू दे रहा हूँ, I really think that if we can do amazing in what we are doing, तब जिंदगी सचमुच खास होती है। मेरा अपना my buzzword for me is जब तक है सांस करूंगा कुछ खास। So I'm at it. I will do amazing in whatever that I do, and अभी सिर्फ ये हो रहा है कि मैं वो कर रहा हूँ जो मैं करना चाहता हूँ। मैं उन लोगों से मिल रहा हूँ जिनसे मिलना चाहता हूँ, मैं वो चीज कर रहा हूँ जो मैं करना चाहता हूँ। I'm spending time doing things that I wish to do, क्योंकि you know why? I really want it special. And अगर वो उस पैशन के साथ मैं कोई भी चीज करता हूँ, तो I do it well.
That's so inspiring and that's so beautiful. If you have noticed, I couldn't stop smiling through the entire conversation, and I just noticed that my cheeks are hurting now. But let's circle back to your character, Dr. Dhoom Ashish ji. I really want to understand the kind of research that went through. If you have read the comics, if you have seen the original series, what all transpired while you were preparing for the character through your voice? I
have to give complete credit for this to Mantramugdh. Mantramugdh used to be sitting patiently in the block next to me while I was recording it. वो स्टूडियो में रहते थे, मैं उनसे सवाल पूछता था, about my character, because I had a brief of my character and I had a brief of other characters. But as we would dive into scenes and move from left to right and this scene, that scene, he would be there telling me, okay, in the meanwhile, this has happened to this character. इसकी जो बहन है वो वहां चली गई है, उसका भाई यहाँ मिला है, उसका दोस्त अब नहीं रहा, इसमें आप मिल रहे हैं आप. So, you know, so it was a degree of interacting with Mantra which allowed me to create with dexterity the movement of the character. So all credit to Mantra. और बाकी मैंने कोशिश की है कि मैं कुछ अमेजिंग करूं. आप बताइए, आप लोगों को सुन के कैसा लगा?
खूबसूरत सर, आपकी आवाज तो सुन के मैं तो अभी भी बहुत ज्यादा खुश हो रही हूँ. लाइक आई ऑलरेडी सेड कि इफ आई जस्ट क्लोज माय आईज आई फील लाइक आई एम ऑलरेडी लिसनिंग टू सम शो, आई एम लिसनिंग टू अ वेरी नाइस पॉडकास्ट. बट आई रियली वांट टू आस्क यू बिकॉज़ यू हैव वर्कड इन मल्टीपल लैंग्वेजेस. यू हैव वर्कड इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द many languages. This adaptation is specifically in Hindi. So would you want to sort of put it into different languages as well, so that
I speak, just to let you know, of the 11 languages that I've acted in, I speak 3: Hindi, English and Bangla. So proficiency in language अगर मेरी कुछ है तो वो अंग्रेजी में है, हिंदी में है और कुछ बांग्ला में है.
But अगर आपको opportunity मिली, so you would like to translate it into other languages as well, so that
मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि वो भाषा मेरी नहीं है. This is भाषा प्रधान. The other languages that you see me acting, it is my lip, somebody else's voice. So you have to know that I have some amazing strengths, but I also over the years know what are not my strengths. So I don't go there. But I push the envelope with my strengths, and there's a lot to do with that.
Beautiful. And if you could give us some scoop about the next project that you are working on.
Scoop is that I cannot talk about it on this interview. So ये interview is for Wastelanders. I'm so very happy to be here. बाकी आप, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know what I'm doing. Or if I'm performing in your city with my shows, Sit Down Ashish, please come with that. It's clean family comedy. And lovely talking to you, Sakshi.
It was amazing, sir, and I would want you to please wrap this conversation with just 2 or 3 lines, whatever, from Tanashahi.
Tanashahi. मैं एक से interview. Now that you're telling me, one sec. Let me just get this out. You know, मैं amazingly bad हूँ at lyrics, but एक lyric में इसमें मैं आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ, which I think is very, very dear to me. You know, Tanashahi is something to do with what I feel towards life. And उसमें एक part बहुत important है, which I think will play for किसी के लिए भी play करेगा. एक सेकंड मैं आपको play करता हूँ. एक सेकंड. Just give me one moment. There's a line. फूल भी मिलेगा तो रुक जा अभी. पक दुनिया की मैं न सुनूं. आशीष हुआ का मैं क्यों डर. जंगल पे बोलेंगे मरने के बाद तो धरती को पाप करना की करूँगा मैं. चल पे तो अकेला छोड़ दुनिया का मिला तो मुझे ना फिक्र. अब मुझे ना है रहा हूँ मैं मैंने जो सपने देखे.
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking.
So you can always have a listen to the entire video on Ashish Vidyarthi Active Vlogs. It's something which I feel that दुनिया आपको शायद कई चीजें करने से रोकेगी, पर आप मत रोकिएगा.
Beautiful. It was a very inspiring conversation, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to News9. I'm looking forward to the last chapter here on the Wastelanders for Audible, and I'm really looking forward to listening to you.
Thank you, and all of you, please आप लोग जाके सुनिएगा Wastelanders. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate it, Sakshi.
That's all we have to wrap it up this week. Do stay tuned to Page 3 here at News9. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.